Okay, so this is recording. I'm just checking it is recording, and it's Molly here to answer the questions that didn't get answered last Monday when I did a question and answer for you about things that you might be interested in that will help you with your life, yeah? Excuse me. So we are having a continuation here, everyone, so that I make sure that you all get your questions answered and it helps you. So Simin, I think you had a question answered, so I'm just crossing that through because you got the answer to your question. And then I've got Linda here, and the question is, why has my life been so hard? Abusive mother and partner, single parent, no financial security and struggling to get by. Well, Linda, I asked Spirit about this, and what they said to me was that this lifetime you have chosen to grow in strength. Now, I know it's not a very comfortable experience for you, but your soul wants you to strengthen and become much more definite about your wants and dislikes and likes. You've had past lives where you have been a bit weak and ineffectual, and this lifetime is teaching you tenacity, and it's teaching you to make sure that you hold on and you get what you need and you do actually pull it off. So that's why all this is happening to you. All right, so Debbie, I have a question from you. Please, can I ask Spirit why my life is full of grief? Why does my sister dislike me? And is my best friend a friend, well, not a real friend. I can't say the word here, Debbie. I'm suspicious of people because they hurt me. Now, when I linked in and asked Spirit about this, Debbie, they said to me, your sister doesn't dislike you, but she's uncomfortable with you. So something's gone on between you in past life where it has been very, very uncomfortable between the two of you. And it's also been very competitive. So you might find that that competition has been running itself out this lifetime as well. Yeah. So do things that are kind for your sister. And even if she's unkind back, stand your ground, do another kind thing. Yeah. And keep asking your higher self to heal this. You have trust issues. And when you have trust issues, you, Debbie, are going to see distrust wherever you're looking. And this actually does need healing because you're seeing the downside in others over and over. Yeah. So I suggest that you come on the healing calls if you can on a Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock so I can clear all that for you and you get rid of all that distrust. So Anita, I answered your question, didn't I? And Ellie, your question was answered as well. So we're going on to Emma. Emma's question, your question, Emma, is, why do I keep being sucked into other people's drama? I feel I'm moving forwards in my life so well, and then a drama happens, and I'm tossed into a downward spiral that sometimes takes me days to recover. Well, I've had many of these, Emma. Hundreds of them, in fact. And what they are is, all drama is about a clearing of your own energy field, your internal energies that are not where you want them to be on your spiritual path. Now, remember, you made a contract before you came here to go through these experiences because your soul, the inner you, inner being, wants you to get a lot further down the line than you are at present. So these negativities are ready to be healed and the dramas occur to bring them to the surface. Stop fighting them, go with them and get healing. When these dramas occur, you get healing straight away so you're not locked up in the drama too long. Right, Joe, what is stopping me getting finances and so not being able to have the choice of what I want in my life? This is very uncomfortable, Joe, and I do sympathise with this situation. But in your past lives, Spirit have told me that you did not value money. It wasn't of any consequence to you. You tossed it around and you wasted it. So you are back here this time to give it more importance and more value. And they said to me that when you really do value money properly and appreciate it, and that means going without first in order to appreciate when you do have it, and you're in alignment, more will come in. Okay? You're not fully aligned with receiving it yet, and you need to do some work on yourself to get that happening. Yeah. All right, so let me just put some water in here. I'm a bit thirsty, everybody. I should have drunk this before I started, but sometimes, you know, we're all not always 100% able to remember everything, are we? And it is Saturday morning, so let me just have a little drink. So, Oksana, your question is a little bit longer and an interesting question. Why am I where I am at this point in my life? Most people my age are more stable, family, career in every area of their lives. Do you honestly think that's true? I think that to some degree is a perception on your part, which is not real, because there are many, many, many people now that are single. Over 64% of the population is now single. At the age of 35, I have neither career and no family. Right. So I asked Spirit about this, Oksana, because I know it's hurting you, and I do really, you know, want to make sure that you get over the other side of this. The Spirit said to me, you have made decisions in the past not to stay with certain men because you must find yourself and you must live by your own principles of 100% being who you really are, not at the beck and call of another. This is your soul path to become strong. And also they're asking me to ask you to try to concentrate less on what you perceive you don't have and concentrate more on what you want to create. So you want to create a family, you want to create a partnership. Try and get your mind to constantly say, I want, rather than what I don't want. And keep healing what you don't want. As much healing as you can possibly get hold of, yeah? Come on the healing calls, get rid of all this stuff, write about it, get it out. Don't keep the idea in your head that 35 and single is terrible. Got to just release that lot. Okay, so that's you, Oksana. I hope that's helped you. Michelle, I answered your question earlier on this week, so I think that's okay for you. Sunita, why am I not getting to grips with being on top of money? Despite all my intentions, I don't like to focus on managing it. I expect there to be always enough and panic when it isn't. Yes, so this is a little bit of you being in a bit of a glass cage, isn't it, about money, Sunita, and needing to become a lot more realistic about the fact that you've got to have more money in the background saved up to be able to handle times when there isn't as much, yeah? So, and also Spirit is saying to me, you're actually frightened of handling money and you've lost a lot of money in one of your past lives. You used to operate in a shipping line and you were very, now this has made you very nervous of losing that money again. And your parents also had a fear of loss. So this needs healing, Sunita. See if you can come on and get that healed on the healing calls, yeah? Linda. Right. Why do I always have financial strife? Extremely difficult to keep bills paid. And is it a past life? So first of all, Linda, can you take the word out, strife? Because that sounds as a terrible word. It's an old-fashioned word, and it depicts a situation of poverty and awfulness, yeah? So remove that word and just stick a word like challenge in, yeah? So you soften the energy. Right, so Spirit told me that because you don't trust that you can provide properly for yourself, this is why you've got this situation. And they told me that you need to train for something where you get paid more. You need to be focusing your mind on how do I resolve this? How do I get a job where I'm paid more money than I'm paid at the moment? So basically, you don't trust or you fear, you don't think that's a possibility. And that's what you need to heal, okay? And last but not least, Lucinda. During a sad time, an ex-boyfriend from 18 years ago came into my life in an unexpected way and recommended a spiritual awareness book, which gave me the way out of my sadness. He himself was unwell at the time, so I supported him too. Was he sent to me? Was it karma? Why was he sent? He was sent to help you both get through a difficult time. And because there is a soul connection between you, Lucinda, these, SOS messages go out and then we ask for that person to come in. and they come in. And this is all going on unconsciously. I don't think it's karma. I don't think it's karma at all. I just think that there is a contract between you that if things get too low, there will be a connection and you'll help each other out. All right, so I think that's everybody. And let me know your responses, but please, I know that I'm always saying this to you, come on the healing calls. Do get this stuff cleared so that your lives change and you're not going through this suffering, yeah? And I'll leave it to you. So from this Saturday morning, bye everyone. I have to stop recording.